I'm a big advocate of online shopping. However, I'm not a huge fan of shopping haul videos because they create an unsustainable environment for overconsumerism, and it also creates a lot of single-use packaging to ship the products, and it also creates a huge amount of carbon emissions in the shipping of the products themselves. Having said that, I am doing a haul video today because I have a medical condition called POTS. Part of my symptoms is having low blood pressure, and I need to wear compression socks to make myself feel better. I wear them pretty much 24/7, even through the summer. It's winter at the moment, so what I've done is bought some new winter colours to incorporate into my wardrobe. Supcare's a really good quality brand. They have natural, breathable, sustainable materials in them. They do recommend that you need to change them every 4 to 6 months, which is approximately 50 washes, because the stretchiness does start to give way in them and they lose their impact. So with that said, I'm going to now unbox my socks. So first up, I buy a multi-pack. These I'm not really wearing for the winter, but I will wear them in the summer, so I thought I'd order them ahead to save on shipping. They're a multi-coloured box in pastels. I now have the complete set. So these ones are made of bamboo mix, and they're quite stretchy. And what you can see on the inside is that they're made up of little white elastics. And that's what holds them together. They're essentially a triple weave sock. They've got the yellow colour, they've got an orange on the inside, and the white to bring them into an orange colour palette. Similarly with these purple ones, they've got the white elastic on the inside, which you can't really see, but they do all have a fine stripe in them in the structure. I bought sport socks for the first time. These are a grade 1 sock. In a fabulous purple colour, love that. They're going to be knee high, and they've got a bit of a texture to them. These are bamboo compression stockings in class 1, the lowest, most lightweight version of socks. I have bought these in bamboo viscose polyamide elastane mix in a light dove grey. These are also a class 1 sock, but they are a sheer nylon, like a poppy sock as my mum calls them, with a polka dot design. Very much in trend at the moment to wear sheer knee-high socks, so I thought I'd give these a go. They are truly sheer. I thought that they might have been woven with a nude fabric textile to make them look sheer, but they are sheer. There's a lot of engineering going on in here. Next is a class 2 sock, something I've never worn before. They're knee high. They come with instructions. Something I've never seen before. Oh, okay. Show you how to put them on. I'm going to try these on in a minute. I've never worn compression 2 socks, and I think they're going to be quite the challenge. And they've got a ecru and charcoal colour mix. These are a class 1 mid-calf sock. I think they were discontinued, but I really like the colour. I'm going to admit that shorter socks are not going to have the highest impact on my blood pressure, but I thought for a hot day, these are actually going to be really cute to wear. They've got terracotta, lilac and burgundy colour mix in them. And these ones are similar, orange, burgundy, but with a denim blue. And hold on a second, I also have these in a green and blue option. I think they're really cute. You might have seen them these ones previously in another video that I had. And where is all the fun in this video if I'm not going to try them on and style them up? Alright, so here's a fun casual work look that I would wear. I've got loafers on, the light grey socks, a woolen skirt, a woolen knit, which is way too hot for today, my Stella handbag, and some mixed metal chains around my neck, because I'm fully aware that there's silver chain here and gold in the shoe. I could also do this a little bit more elevated with some silver shoes for the evening, or for something a little bit more fun, I could wear some purple heels. So here's another look. This is the light grey socks with my black loafers. I've got a white collared shirt on. It's not the perfect fit, but you get the picture, with a purple work dress. This could also work with the purple socks out of the multi-pack that I unboxed. It could also work with these shorter socks, which I will in fact put on because I reckon they would work really well with this jumper underneath this dress as well. So hold on a minute. So I've got the next pair of socks on with some loafers. I feel like the proportions of this dress and the socks and the shoes are not quite right. This is also looking a bit weird, so bear with me a second. So this ingenious product is called a dickie. It is just the top half of a shirt, so it gives you the illusion that you're wearing a shirt without all the bulk. And I can wear a jumper and not be mega hot. Just added a belt, and it looks a million times better with a pair of black heels. So I was just putting the purple dress back on the rail, and I walked past this dress and thought I'd throw it on, and it works really well. It's got the center split down the middle, so you can see I'm actually wearing socks and not tights, which can look a little bit weird and confusing sometimes. I also have this JW Anderson for Unique Glow trench dress, which is in the same color family. It's almost the same length as the skirt and works really well as a layer. Necklace wise, two options I was thinking about: the blue agate slice that I made myself with a op shop chain, or this necklace that I got from Thailand for my 30th birthday. Just going to try on Thai one. The nut, or whatever this wooden part is, colour wise works really well with the necklace. I'd also dare say that either of these socks could potentially work because there's the burgundy inside the orange. And in fact, if I had a pair of tan heels like these black ones, I'd probably wear these. These also work. This is a little side note. I really love this outfit for a bit of corporate vibes. I really wish I had a skirt in this colour of my pants because I think it would work really well with my socks. And this jacket that I just found at an op shop on the Gold Coast, which is, I'm guessing, grandma fashion. It's a 16, it's way too big for me. But what I was thinking of doing is cropping it to waist length so it would also be in line with these pants, because I feel like the colours just work really well together. So this is a project to look out for in the future. So here's a moment to wash away the winter blues. I've done a bit of dopamine dressing with green, blue and purple. I've got my sports purple socks on, which are a great colour. Love them. This pencil skirt I picked up last week at an op shop. This is an old scarf with the same greens in it that I've had for quite some time. A vintage waistcoat and a shirt, all clashing prints, but they're all within the same family of colours. I could also switch out the belt or the scarf for this belt in a bright blue, or even this metallic belt. I even saw this Hill Tribe belt, which has got bright colours and muted colours in it, and the greens and the blues work perfectly. I could potentially wear that, but that's just taking the outfit into a whole new direction and needs a bit of work on it. And then bag wise, I was considering this, but there's no pink in the outfit. It's handmade and I picked it up in Vanuatu on my holidays 2 years ago. And so I actually decided the final bag would be this plain silver clutch with a snake print texture on it. Hey, so I just put the scarf that was around my waist away, and I saw this similarly greened silk scarf. It's a bit crushed, but I've tied it up as a top, and the purples and the greens work perfectly. Back to this skirt again. I've just added a waistcoat that I made myself that's got a blue and grey check to it, which is what's similarly going on in this skirt. The purple socks, which are actually a little bit brighter than the purple in the skirt, but with a little bit of distance they work together. I don't wear a lot of black, but when I do, I like to layer it up and make it interesting, so winter's good for that. I've got these sheer polka dot socks on with some loafers again. This is a silk shirt dress, my necklace that I made, and a vintage 80s leather jacket that I've got on top. It's fine, it's not really me, but I thought I'd try and pull something together. I've seen this sheer sock and loafer look a lot in street style photographs the past couple of seasons. It would look really good with a winter style tailored jacket and shorts. This is a size 14 Topshop trench coat I found at an op shop recently. It looks huge because it's oversized style, but I just pull the sleeves up to make it look less bulky, which is fine. I think it works really well with these socks. Another look I would do is actually wear knee-high boots with this as well, and you can keep the socks on. I will note that these sheer socks don't feel as firm in their grip as other class 1 socks, so be mindful if you're wanting to pick this style out for yourself. So I'm now going to try on my class 2 compression socks to see what they feel like in terms of difficulty putting them on. They are a bit tighter to put on, but that's okay. Just need to take a little bit more time with them. I did read the instructions before this video, and I did notice that it did, which I'd never known before, is to not double over the cuff, because it can start to become really quite constricting for your blood pressure, which makes sense because if you have it doubled over, it then becomes like a class 4, I guess, and that's really tight. I don't love the colour of these socks. They're grey, but they're almost a bit brown, and the ecru colour around the cuff and the toes really makes my legs look much paler than what they need to be, because they are already pale. I'm going to say it's safe to say I'll be wearing these to bed because they are a class 2, or putting jeans, the easy option, on over the top of the socks so no one gets to see them. One last styling tip that you can do is layer up your compression socks with regular socks. The one thing you can't do is layer up compression socks over the top of compression socks. They'll get way too tight. These are regular woolen stockings, which are really hot right now. The purple socks that are out of the multi-pack, and some glitter silver socks that are bunched up around silver high heels. I think as a look, this Japanese kimono works really well. It brings all the layers together. These charcoal coloured tights are probably 1 or 2 shades too dark for this look, so I'd probably go for a mid grey if I could, but that's something I don't have in my wardrobe. So that's it for another video. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Please like, share and subscribe my channel if you haven't done so already, and I'd really love to see how people are styling their compression socks for winter on social media. Please tag me on lisagalvin.design on your favourite social media channel so I can have a look. Thank you.